welcome to this first installment. You were guided here for a reason, and I'm just starting to figure it out myself. So, I'm known as the Joker, the Fool, hopeless romantic. I was called to create my own tarot deck today, and I was thinking of a completely different mat, but the moment this one came out, I knew it was fated to be. The other one I have is still wrapped in its plastic too. To most of you, the symbolism may not mean much, but I have a deep connection to these cards, whether I really understand it or not. And that's why I feel I should make my own tarot deck rather than buying one. I've written down the 22 major arcanas and all four. Oh gosh. The remaining 50. What is it? I'm not good with numbers right now. I just want to get into this. But yeah, let's set the mood first. To me, this is my twin flame and myself. Don't really get much of a picture of myself there because a lot of my main focus has been on her lately. And in time, the setup will get better. I've been pushed to finally do this, and to be a teacher, to be someone that loves unconditionally, and I'm still learning to love myself, but I've been feeling so amazing lately, surrendering to the divine, to God, to my archangels, to my angels, to my spirit council, to my spirit animals, to my ancestors, ringing in my right ear. I don't know if someone's talking bad about me or if that's a sign too. There are no coincidences that you're here with me. I fully believe that. And it's taken me a long time to understand that and surrender over to that notion as well. I want to introduce you to my stones that they're so beautiful to me. I don't really understand how they came into my life, but again, I felt called to them. They called out to me. My birthstone, aquamarine. And from here it gets a little trickier because I tried to find the original emails I had with the rest of these stone necklaces, but I can't find the website, I can't find the email, so I don't know if it was one of those pop-up shops that did a closing out sale and then just disappeared forever, or what the situation is. As far as I know, that's turquoise. I'm not sure what the black or red or even the little gold brass colored pieces are there to signify or to represent, but I feel confident when I wear it. I feel at peace. It's another beautiful color that matches with my aquamarine. And that's what's so unique about aquamarine and all these gemstones. This is aquamarine as well, but like a deep powdery blue color. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is white jade. And it did have a third necklace for a time. I'm wearing my white jade necklace today and feeling just so peaceful. This really beautiful, like onyx and cat's eye with these little silver crown pieces was broken by a daughter. My daughter. But it's okay. I'll find the right person to mend it back together in time. But that is all sitting with me today. And so we can further fine-tune this energy that we're trying to create here. So that's what we're trying to do. Create. But I walk with God, and He's always with me. And these gemstones were blessed into my life as well. Aquamarine. Chrysoprase. Fluorite. And chalcopyrite. I'm still learning to fine-tune myself and listen to them, but they're all so beautiful. I can't be anything more than just grateful and respectful towards the energy within each of them. And they all promote intuition, focus and clarity of mind, balance, harmony. Sometimes they don't like to sit together depending on where they sit on my hands or on things. I guess that's the best we can accomplish for right now. Try and get this centered as best as I can. We'll fine-tune this as we go, because I know at some point I'm going to have to stop, pull all the footage off of this, throw it onto my external hard drive, and yeah, just rinse and repeat until this deck is complete. We have a lot of beauties, so it's going to be extremely difficult to get through everybody. So they have all been here with me for a very long time. If you're one of the people that has been around since before this new beginning, Don't forget the name of the channel, but keep that little secret to yourself. Because in time, I do want to see if anyone does remember, or how many people remember, or if it's just going to be a collective knowing. These cards have traveled with me throughout the United States, through various time zones, emotionally charged periods of my life. Death, growth, sudden changes, uncertainties. But hope in a better tomorrow has really kept me going. There have been so many beautiful people in my life that I'm eternally grateful for, and I'm still so truly grateful that they do remember my name, that they remember the love we shared. That they didn't give up on me when everything was at their darkest. I had to love so many people in my life. Some people I can't see my life without. Some people are already on their way out. Star-crossed lovers. But it just blows me away that my love for this one person hasn't extinguished for 20 years. I've had to let go of old notions, forgive myself for things left unsaid. I've had so much loss in my life. The world you know is one part of the world. Involution Starvator Carbon. The power of the stars. Being called to a life of peace. I already saw this card and laid it down, but divine protection, a perfect guard. that's also when you have to learn to center yourself again. Because chaos causes more chaos. Another reminder to never forget your destiny. That you're still in search of your interdimensional savior. White Raven. You might feel like you're starting a completely new foundation. Your spirit team is calling you. Come. It is time to go along with your comrades. Creation. If it's insufficient, create something new. Everyone has their own innate gifts just sitting within them. I grew up with the beautiful minds of Bob Ross, Mr. Rogers, men that had seen untold atrocities and still come out the other side with such love, such a calm, protective energy. Who always saw the brightness of another day. Because there's so much power around locking yourself down. But then there's also that opposite of being able to unlock. Being able to free yourself of all of your restraints. You can't stop chaos. Chaos exists because it exists. Without chaos, there is no balance. Oh, you want to talk about chaos? Well, more chaos is appearing. That's the duality. The beauty of duality, of life, of starting a whole new journey filled with uncertainties and fear. You can become a chaos breaker, the embodiment of hope and despair. You've seen the worst, you've felt the worst, you've lived the worst. And you're going through a whole new crazy cycle of hope, redemption, It's gonna be absolute chaos, my friend. But I've been going through so much duality too. If you're comfortable, I'll listen to your story. Because you still have that ferocious spirit inside you. I'm not really seeing ones for these other beings I'm pulling because we have some repeats, mostly repeats, just because of the way the cards were built at the time. So I'm just trying to make sure that there are no repeated messages. I'm sure it will have some more fine tuning to do, especially when it comes to synchronizing the messages in the knowledge that I'm seeking and with the pictures and images I am relating them to by my own trust in myself and my intuition. As a lot of other readers have pointed out to me, take what resonates with you, send the rest back to the universe. If you don't feel it's true, it's not for you. But I will not bow to anyone's insecurities. If you're triggered by something, there's a reason you are. And as fucking painful as facing your shadows are, persevere. You're at the beginning of a whole new world. Reversing everything that you once learned. Reverse is a release. The ability to destroy infinite worlds. Because thought is such a powerful weapon. Words have power too. I'm laughing because this has energy of my twin flame. Let's see it together. The end of the world. We're all being called to some awakening. I fully don't understand it, but here I am. I was called a week ago, and I put this on the back burner. And then through 2 other videos that had very heavy number synchronicities with what I've been seeing, has pushed me to this position. I don't claim to be an oracle. I don't claim to be a prophet. have no name, I have no face. I'm just here to help spread my light, bring comfort and joy to those that need it most, to help them go back to their own faiths, their own values, the things that mean the most to you. If you're part of the 144, I believe that this next message is at least a confirmation for myself that you're listening. Got it. I got some of you I declared to refuse. That's okay. You're not at that journey yet. But that's why you're an observer. You're still curious. You believe that you were brought to this video for some reason. There is again. A lot of divine protection here with us. Again, I'm here to spread love, to uplift, inspire, create. I'm not here to harm, misguide, or treat you like you're anything less than a beautiful soul. And I found my Fool card. Starvader, Ruin Magician. Reversing all your thoughts is a chain. You've built up this long chain of drastic events, survival mechanisms, resentments, grudges, shames, guilts, burdens. And now it's your time to reverse that chain. To be that breaker of chaos. Embody hope while diminishing despair. Someone is very defensive right now. The more weapons in your arsenal, the more advantageous it obviously is. That could also mean, yes, I'm creating more spiritual tools to adorn myself in a way that makes sense to me. I was born and raised Roman Catholic and still occasionally practice to this day. You know, you grow up with witches, wizards, angels, demons, who's to say that all of this interpretation aren't my angels personified in these cards that I carried around me for so long? For what reason? It's not a value thing. It's sentimental value. But I put love and attention into building all of these decks. And a lot of them remind me of angels and otherworldly beings that, at least in my mind, would be in God's arsenal. These are beings of spiritual weaponry. They don't feel, but they listen. They guide. They protect. They teach us lessons. Like God, they have infinite wisdom. They've existed longer than our tiny existence of a fraction of what even goes on in the universe on a continuous basis. But we're all connected. Engrave the seal as many times as necessary. Unrelenting hope. People doing spell work to keep embodying positivity and awakening to be the light workers they want to be too. Do you understand it now? The end is unavoidable. You can't outrun fate. As much as you try to, it's just gonna come. It's just gonna come, and you're gonna go kicking and screaming just like me. And at least you got someone over you. Well then, let's prepare the welcoming. This could be the Joker as well. From what I hear, they're Jokers or the Fool, the embodiment of creation, co-creation, bringing the 3 and 5D together. And that's why it's so important to find balance. Because you are a doomsday weapon if you let yourself go out of control. If you keep embodying that spirit, you're not going to be able to release. It's the whole point of the journey, to release. Sorry. That is a evil weapon ruling over reverse. Mind is a very powerful thing to waste. but it's also the greatest weapon. Yeah, don't believe in false prophets. That's the best thing you can do. Punishment upon all creation if you are a pretender, if you claim to be something that you're not. Like I said, I don't understand this journey. I'm just learning to listen to myself for once. To trust in my own intuition. My problem with stuttering has picked up again ever since I have been getting all of these messages, feelings, and desires to learn more about what's going on in the unseen, because we live in a spiritual world. What we all see here and now, it's gone. That doesn't exist. Everything we don't see is what's eternal. What you reap is what you sow. No one's immune from divine punishment. This one, I don't really know how to feel about it, because it has, at least I feel, a couple different meanings to it. Be reversed, you're already my servant. So at least with reversing in the show that was related to this, it was everyone being corrupted. But there's also that release on reverse of everything that's built up like a chain. So then does that mean that the detached love form of it is a manipulator? Someone who thinks very highly of themselves, that wants to control other people, or puts on a false bravado. It's some kind of illusion that they're better than what they actually are. Because, I mean, the character's very attractive, but then she's covering one of her... something with an evil eye. Temptation or seduction? Or destiny? Mine and yours. Be a servant of destiny. Surrender control to the divine. You're people that already see the light and are trying to guide me or you. It's a very stoic kind of presence in the card, at least. There is nothing to fear. You will feel nothing during the last moments. That that has come up a few times with me when I've going through some kind of huge emotional realization. I get very numb before just a massive wave of breaking emotion. Present all before me, soul, flesh, even the world. I don't know, there's something angelic about him, even though he looks like an eldritch horror. Enlighten, enlighten the weakness, enlighten the weak of their feebleness. That is the duty of the strong. The awakened flames of the apocalypse, eternal flame rebirthed. And strength has no relation to good or evil. It is simply power. The divine making its presence more actively known. An ending that never ends. The infinite Omega. Whereas God is seen as the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. An impossible conclusion, Omega of emptiness. The beginning and the end is here. The judgment of the world has passed. I know this guy's around here somewhere too. Yeah, Altweiler. What little hope remains will be converted to endless despair. If you keep giving up on faith, your world's just gonna get even more dark. Shit. Again, divine protection, at least the way I'm looking at it. The annihilation of opposing forces. That's the only goal of the Super Dreadnought cannon. Some super fucking protection. Someone's been praying heavily for you. The angels are on guard here. pessimism. The world will end, everything will fall into the darkness. But then there's optimism too. And again, some kind of feminine divine grace over you. So who really cares? Well, that looks like it's about to be the end of part 1. Let's see if we can count them all up before this ends. Then I am going to need some time to myself to clear my head. I greatly appreciate you guys, gals, enjoying this journey with me, taking these first steps. It's okay if you're afraid. I am too. But I always have hope for a brighter tomorrow. And that's what makes you special too. You're here because there's still light somewhere inside you that's calling out. That's why you're here. And it's gonna take some time, but it's okay. We're here together. Let's create a community of light, community of hope, justice, love, compassion, understanding, inspiration, and creation. Oh, I fucked up my count. $64 out of 76. Oh, the fool, 65.